Hello, I am Rich Fuller, and during this short video, I would like to explain the importance of having adequate auto insurance. Many times when I represent a client who has been injured in an auto accident, there is not adequate insurance to cover their damages. That will leave my client in a position of not being fully compensated for their damages. There's also the flip side to that, and if you are the cause of the accident and you don't have adequate auto liability insurance, it will potentially expose you to personal financial risk with the other party attempting to pursue your personal assets. In this video, I want to specifically discuss automobile insurance and relatively inexpensive ways that can provide greater protection for you and your family. There are four major components to your auto insurance policy. These coverages and the amounts of coverage you presently have can be found on the declarations page of your auto policy. The first component is bodily injury liability, which provides protection if you are at fault and cause someone to suffer bodily injuries. Your insurance company will pay money to the injured party for their damages. The second component is property damage liability, which provides protection if you are at fault and cause property damage with your vehicle. Your insurance company will pay money to the injured party for their damages. The third component is uninsured motorist coverage, which provides protection to you if the other driver is at fault and causes you bodily injuries and they don't have any auto insurance to pay you. Under this coverage, your insurance company will pay you for your damages. The fourth component is underinsured motorist coverage, which provides protection to you if the other driver is at fault and causes you bodily injuries, and it generally applies if the other driver has some insurance but does not have enough insurance to pay for your damages. Under this coverage, your insurance company will pay you for your damages. Here are some examples of why you need adequate coverage. In Wisconsin, automobile liability insurance is required by law with a minimum of only $25,000 for bodily injury. This is insurance that protects you if you cause an auto accident, and it is money that is paid by your insurance company to the injured party. However, the minimum of $25,000 is not enough coverage. If you cause an accident, the injured party could have substantial medical bills, wage loss, and pain and suffering greatly exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you don't have enough liability insurance coverage, the injured party may pursue you and all of your personal assets to satisfy their damages. How can you better protect yourself if you are the one who causes an accident? First, purchase as much automobile liability insurance as you can afford, as it is not very expensive compared to the risks you are exposed to. One of the most effective ways to protect yourself for very little cost is to purchase what is called an umbrella policy. An umbrella or excess insurance policy refers to an insurance policy that is on top of or in excess to your underlying automobile liability insurance. This insurance only kicks in when your underlying automobile liability limits are exhausted. These policies are typically sold in $1 million increments, although $1 million is a very common amount for a personal umbrella policy. Surprisingly, you can purchase a $1 million umbrella policy that you can add to your auto and homeowner's insurance for a total of approximately $150 to $250 per year. It is a very effective and inexpensive tool to help protect yourself. Here's an example of how the umbrella policy works. If you cause an auto accident and you only have $100,000 in bodily injury liability coverage, if the other party has a claim worth $700,000, once your insurance company pays the $100,000 limits, then you are personally responsible for the remaining $600,000 in damages. However, if you have a $1 million umbrella policy, that will then apply, and you can use this to cover the remaining damages of the injured party, and your personal assets will not be at risk. Now let's switch gears a little bit. How can you better protect yourself in the event you are the one injured in an automobile accident? If you are the one injured in an auto accident and it is the other driver's fault, and you have substantial medical bills, wage loss, and pain and suffering, you will have no idea how much insurance coverage the other driver has before they cause the collision. They may have no insurance, which is in violation of the law, and that would make them uninsured. Or they could have low insurance limits compared to what you have for insurance limits, which could make them underinsured. That poses a problem for you in obtaining full compensation for your damages. How do you protect yourself? You can protect yourself regardless of how much insurance the other driver has by purchasing as much uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage as you can afford. It is very inexpensive. You may then be able to use that coverage through your own insurance company to pay you for your injuries, medical bills, wage loss, and pain and suffering. Another way you can protect yourself if you are the injured party and the accident was caused by the other driver is an umbrella policy. Again, you can purchase a relatively inexpensive umbrella policy which can provide you with at least $1 million in insurance coverage that can pay you if you are injured. You need to make sure that the umbrella policy you purchase from your insurance agent applies to uninsured motorist coverage and underinsured motorist coverage. Make sure you confirm this with your insurance agent. This should be part of the same umbrella policy that you can apply to your automobile and homeowner liability insurance. $1 million in extra coverage for a couple $100 per year is an excellent bargain. In summary, the umbrella policy you purchase should cover you for the following: 1. Bodily injury liability through your auto policy. 2. Property damage liability through your auto policy. 3. Uninsured motorist coverage through your auto policy. 4. Underinsured motorist coverage through your auto policy. And 5. Your homeowner's liability insurance through your homeowner's insurance policy. In conclusion, I would highly recommend that you read your insurance policy and declarations page, which sets forth the different coverages you have. I would also recommend setting up an appointment with your insurance agent to discuss your current insurance coverages and what you may need to do to increase your protection, such as purchasing an umbrella policy. Thank you.
For more information, call or visit us online. Anderson O'Brien, exceptional attorneys in your community.